There may only be 12 runners in this afternoon's Magners Cheltenham Gold Cup, but it's very hard to rule any of the dozen out of contention. The obvious starting point is last season's winner Boum. Photo, who has had an identical preparation to 12 months ago with the one prep race at Tramore.He won that in the same facile fashion as he did last year. And the light preparation obviously suits him well. The only real negatives are related to his price and the fact the history books tell us how hard it is to repeat back-to-back victories. Here.That said, his preparation reminds me of best mate who ratted off a hat-trick in this contest, so another win isn't beyond the realms of possibility. He is currently battling it out at the head of the market with Santini, who looks the most obvious winner. The 8-year-old appears to have been brilliantly brought to the boil by trainer Henderson, who has enjoyed a terrific week already. He endured a terrible preparation in the build-up to last year's festival and did remarkably well to get as close as he did when second in the RSA chase. Things have been a lot smoother this term and he outstayed Bristol-De here in the Cotswolds chase last time. That would have put him spot on for this, and he gets the call at 4-1 with Coral. Looking at the rest, it's not easy leaving Clan-Des-Abo out of the frame on the back of his brilliant King George victory. He comes here fresh from that, having bypassed the race at Ascot last month that may have taken the edge off him here 12 months ago. There still remains a stamina doubt with him, though, and I'm also not sure Cheltenham plays to his strength, as his record here doesn't set the pulse racing. Lost in translation would be a huge player on his Betfair chase format. Hey if you are prepared to put a line through his no-show behind Clan-Des-Abo at Kempton. He wouldn't be the first horse to flop at that track though, and bounce back at Cheltenham, but his stable remains quiet this week and he is pretty short all things considered. Kemboy unseated at the first here last year but ended up winning 2 Grade 1 races later in the spring. He is talented but his course form isn't much to write home about. The pick of the Irish Challenge looks to be Delta Work, who finished behind Santini in last year's RSA. He seems a different horse this year, having won the big 2 Grade 1s at Leopardstown at Christmas and then in February. If there is a worry with him, it's the fact he's had 2 very hard races, but he has good course form and looks a solid stayer. Davy Russell Partners presenting Percy, who disappointed in this last season after an unorthodox preparation without a run over fences. He has gone down the more traditional route this time, but for whatever reason just hasn't been finishing off his races. Last time out at Leopardstown he looked sure to throw down a strong challenge to Delta Work. For more on this story, visit the news article link.